I am a perfectionist.
The nearly 2-hour documentary Martha explores the rise, fall, and comeback of media mogul Martha Stewart.
Here's this girl living modestly who gets a good idea, builds it into something really fine, and profits from it. That's basically my story. And then falls in a hole.
While Stewart participated in the film, she's now taking issue with the final product, telling the New York Times in a phone call that writer and director R.J. Cutler had total access, and he really used very little. After watching the film at its premiere in New York last week, Stewart has notes. The self-made billionaire says that she felt Cutler chose to use the ugliest angle of her interview, adding she hated shots of herself appearing to walk with a limp in her garden, explaining that she was recovering from a surgery. Those last scenes with me looking like a lonely old lady walking hunched over in the garden, boy, I told him to get rid of those, and he refused. Stewart also felt Cutler in the film focused way too much time on her 2004 trial and prison sentence. It was less than 2 years out of an 83-year life. I considered it a vacation, to tell you the truth. Stewart also says that she would have preferred rap music to the lousy classical music Cutler used, adding her friend Snoop Dogg should have scored it. Her review wasn't all negative, Stewart also telling The Times that it really shows a strong woman standing up for herself and living through horror as well as some huge success. In telling Hoda and Jenna earlier this month,
We've opened at Telluride, we opened at East Hampton, and to a lot of really great comments, so I'm excited about it.
In Martha, Stewart speaks candidly about all parts of her life.
I'm strict and I'm demanding and I'm all those good things that make a successful person.
Including her marriage.
You think you're happily married and your husband starts to cheat on you. He's a piece of
Didn't you have an affair early on in the relationship or when you were a stockbroker?
Yeah, but I don't think Andy ever knew about that.
In response to Stewart's review, Cutler told The Times in part, "I'm really proud of this film, and I admire Martha's courage in entrusting me to make it. I'm not surprised that it's hard for her to see aspects of it."
Oh, so many questions, Corey. But first of all, what did Martha want the theme or message to be? What was her vision?
Empowerment. She says that in a recent interview, she said that women and girls have come up to her and told her that this documentary gave them hope and strength that they didn't know that they had. And I want to point out that the day that the New York Times published her critiques of the documentary, she also took to social media and said for people to tune in. And so we've reached out to her and Netflix and the documentary, the director, to see if they have anything to say in the wake of her comments, and they haven't responded. I know you guys have talked to her and interviewed her before. I interviewed her years ago, and there's just no one like Martha Stewart. So clearly she thought that she had more editorial control over the creative. Yeah. And I just think the best part is that she wanted Snoop Dogg to score.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
To score it.
One thing's for sure, a lot more people are going to watch it after her critique, I think. Don't you think?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
She's a shrewd businesswoman.
She
knows exactly how to create a little buzz.
Yes, she
All
does.
right.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.